I think we're good.
There it goes. It says it's streaming. I just got to find the page. Oh,
Sup.
hey.
I won't be this close the whole time. We're redirecting.
Closer,
Yeah.
please.
Just
Hot.
like
Hot.
that. All right. There we are.
There it is. There's the link. Okay.
You got the link?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me
Okay.
send it. Let me get it on my cell phone. Hold on. Okay. Oh, now it's doubling.
Yeah, I know. I
Audio.
did close out of
Hold
that. All right, I'm going back.
Okay. I'm gonna copy it over, and then once I send it in there, we'll start.
Sounds good.
Go ahead and start recording on your
Oh yeah.
little QuickTime player.
Recording.
Can you turn up your mic just a tad, Brian? I don't know if you can in your settings, but
That, I believe, is as high as it goes. Right there.
okay.
Can you do the mic volume from the device, or don't you have to do it on the computer?
I don't know. I've been doing it on the device, so maybe.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Is there a chat on the actual page? Let me look on the YouTube page, because they could just chat on there. Maybe if instead of on Discord,
Yeah,
Just my
there
computer's
is on
freezing.
the YouTube page.
Okay,
There is.
gotcha. I see it.
Got it.
All right, I'm sending it in. All right, I'm just telling everybody that they can chat on YouTube, and then we will start this movie bracket. Chat on YouTube. Oh, Weiser's already here. Hey, Weiser.
Sup.
Okay, let me go back to Zoom here. Share my screen. Oops, got like 50 windows open. All right. Done. Okay, I'm going to try to share my screen now. Share. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
I can.
Okay, can you see the bracket?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, let me start my recording and then. All right. Well, hello, Vipers. Welcome
What's up?
to the Mad About Movies quarantine VIP chat in the bar lounge, grill, cinema.
Mm-hmm.
We're opening up an
We have all
amateur-
quarantined in different parts. We actually are all in the Viper Lounge, but we've quarantined into different segments of it because it's quite a substantial compound. And so I'm in the what we call the MacGruber Tower. Kent is over in the Now You See Me basement.
J. Daniel Atlas Memorial
Yeah.
live stream
R.I.P.
room.
And Brian is in the Marley and Me greenhouse.
Greenhouse.
Yeah.
The solarium is what I like to call it, but sure, whatever.
Absolutely. How are you, gents? It's good to see your faces. Kind of weird. We don't little inside baseball. Unlike many podcasts, we don't record looking at each other hardly ever, unless we're in
Thankfully.
the same person. We always go, which is probably dumb. I know a lot of podcasts say to look at each other when you do it, but we've always done it this way, and it'd be weird to start now.
It would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
It's
like
weird
looking
anyway.
at you guys either, or myself, to be fair. Not a visual medium, the three of us, I feel like.
Yeah, we have faces for the podcast app, some would say.
We do. We'd be much more successful if people didn't see our faces.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the weird opposite of YouTube. Well, thought it'd be fun here to get on here, do a little chat. Hopefully everybody is on YouTube and you can chat on YouTube and chime in. Guys, I can't see that because I'm sharing my screen for the bracket. So if you guys want to chime in
You can
with
say
comments,
whatever you want to about Kent.
yeah, I won't be able to see it. I can't monitor that. So I trust that the guys here will fill me in on all the slander that's happening in the live chat on YouTube. You can chat on Discord too, I guess. I created a channel on there. I can keep that pulled up, but I anticipate most people that are joining us will hop on YouTube and join us that way. So Barstool Sports has put together this best action movie since 1980 bracket that we're looking at right now. And hold on, let me. I don't see Entourage on here. Are we sure this is Barstool?
Well, they consider that a period drama, not a action
Not
film.
not action.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good action in Entourage. Forgot how
Yeah.
good at
Mostly the
karate
guy
Well,
screaming.
Jeremy
yeah,
Piven is.
That's the.
Oh, well,
main-
there's I mean, a lot of action.
Mhm.
Yeah,
There's that-
different kind of action.
That chick
That-
from The Grove.
yeah,
There's that
the girl from
other-
Woods,
Yeah.
or the girl from the B-Dubs down in. A lot of action happening in that movie. So I guess we'll go on here and I don't know, maybe we can take some VIP votes as we go, but at least we'll do the first round with us. And then if
Yeah,
enough
I
people
was-
are joining us by then, we can have them help us vote on this.
I was thinking the couple things about this. First off, this bracket is terrible. We know that, but it's
Horrific.
that'll be part of the fun. Will be us dumping all over this. Secondly, I think we do this way. I think because there might be some disagreement later on. We get maybe what 2/3 majority. Like if two,
Yeah.
and that's what
Two
moves
out of
on. Is,
three. We'll
yeah.
move on. Yeah.
So if Kent and I say something and Ryan's the other one that
Mhm.
wins, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah,
'Cause I just feel like that's the most efficient way of doing
absolutely. Yeah, you gotta have an odd number of people on a
Mhm.
bracket episode. I've learned. So this is the way to go.
Okay.
it. So this won't be any of our personal brackets. It will be the Mad About Movies by committee bracket.
Sure.
Fair. I
Fair.
like it.
So I guess we'll start here with the round of 18. I don't know. What do you want to call it? Round of 20. And go through the 1s versus 16s and the 8s versus the 9s and so on. And we'll just do the first round here. So
Okay.
these are since 1980. So we're eliminating all pre-1980 action movies.
Mhm. Which is smart.
And
That's the one thing that they did well on this
Yeah.
bracket, I think, because action
we
movies
narrow-
don't exist.
narrowed it
They were
down.
different. Yeah, before
Yeah.
1980, I think.
Okay. So I've gone ahead to test my filling out capabilities. I've gone ahead and picked Die Hard over Temple of Doom. Does anybody oppose that decision?
No.
Die Hard, the 1 seed, and Temple of Doom as the 16. So Die Hard moves on there. Then we have Aliens against The Last Crusade. Brian, I know you have strong love for The Last Crusade. Where would you?
Last Crusade's great, but it's not an action movie. And there are about 30 movies on this list of 64 that are not action movies. So that helps.
Is Aliens an action movie?
I think Aliens is. Alien is not. Alien is. Alien is a horror movie, but Aliens
Yeah.
is an action
Okay.
So that's what I will say it when I was going through this, because there are so many movies, I was like, that's not an action movie. That doesn't qualify.
Ryan's got paper out. You know it's
I do.
serious.
You know, I
He's
printed
already-
out multiple. This is the 8th version of this. Just trying to make sure I get it right. I decided first round, I'm just gonna take the best movie or my favorite movie of the two, whether I think it's an action movie or not. But once it gets into the other rounds, I'm gonna start voting for the movie that is the best action movie of the two, whether it's the best movie or not. So my I don't know. That was the only way I could figure out how to do this thing because there's so many that just don't belong action movie wise, I think. But
Okay.
anyway.
All right. Well, so the way we're going to do this is starting now, we're going to pick these. So let's go with Raiders of the Lost Ark, the 4 seed, against Red Dawn. I guess this is the old Red Dawn, not the new
Mhm.
Chris Hemsworth Red Dawn,
Yeah.
original Red Dawn. So given the fact that Last Crusade's not an action movie, I guess Raiders is not either, right?
Yeah, no, none of the Indiana Jones, none of the 3 Indiana Jones movies are action movies. They're adventure movies. That's
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
But to be fair, not to be total like sticks in the mud, those are often like slash and or hyphenated in the action adventure genre. I
That's
mean,
true.
it's still ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, but if you're
Yeah,
gonna
no,
combine
you're
2
fair.
genres, that's okay. It's not.
Mhm.
There are more offensive things about this bracket, I would say. than that. But that doesn't mean your point is not valid.
No, I agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. But
Okay.
I do think I'm voting Raiders here because Red Dawn's not that great of a movie.
Yeah, I'm with it.
I'm going Raiders and if it gets beat later, it gets beat later. But whether it's an action or an adventure, it doesn't really matter. It's better. It's
Question on-
significantly better than Red Dawn.
Question on criteria, because is it which is the better movie or which better fulfills the notion of the ideal of an action movie?
That's what I went with. Was
Okay.
At least, like I said, first round, I'm picking if it's an offensively bad movie, whether it's good action or not, I don't really care. I'm picking the
Mhm.
better movie. But when we get it, there's a couple of these that it feels, especially when you get in the second and third round, where it's like, I mean,
Yeah,
this is a much better movie, but is it an action movie? Is the action the key part? So I ended up
Okay.
voting more action based. You do whatever you want. You go with
Oh,
what
no, I just think if we're doing a kind of
Yeah, we need
For
to
the
just say what's
team,
the
it's-
better action movie, not what's the better movie.
Got it.
I
Cool.
agree with that.
cool,
So
just making sure we're on the same page.
okay, I've put Red Dawn there. Two things. One, Danny Weiser says, I am monitoring the chat now, so sorry guys, all the slander times are over. Danny Weiser says, someone show Brian what an iPad is. It's gonna blow his mind. Maybe you get some notes taken on that. Save a lot of trees. And Pablo says we can throw the Red Dawn remake directly into the garbage. So
Nice.
Yeah, not great. Not great.
Oh man, this is tough. Since it's Adventure 2, I think I take Red Dawn down here and I break the
Wow.
tie and I go Raiders.
Yeah,
oh,
same. Yeah, good
Okay.
call. Good call.
Raiders.
Raiders moves on.
All right,
Sorry.
Raiders. The Oakland Raiders. All right.
Next.
Raiders.
We got Predator. Ooh, this is tough.
Mm, I know.
Predator.
The
against
seating just
Beverly Hills Cop.
screws some really great movies because it's like
Yeah.
For sure.
some of these. Look at this: Lethal Weapon versus Roadhouse. That's ridiculous for a first round. Well, the committee should be ashamed of themselves. I blame the Pac-12 commissioner guy. Right? We all hate that guy. I blame
That's
him.
fine. That's fair.
Manfred. This is
Yeah, that's fair.
this
Let's
one's
just-
tough.
This is Rob Manfred's fault. We can all agree.
Everything
and
is.
Bettman.
Let's go. I'm gonna vote. Probably, I would rather watch Beverly Hills Cop
Mhm.
than Predator, but I realize Predator's probably more has had more of an impact on action
Yeah.
movie making.
Mhm.
I'm with that. It's
Yeah.
everyone knows I'm a big Eddie guy. Beverly Hills Cop is some of my favorite Eddie. But I think Predator is more of a better action movie and a more important to that genre.
Brian,
So I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm with you. Predator gets the book here.
Predator,
Beverly Hills
okay.
Cop, Hills Cop might be a better movie. I enjoyed that. We're watching it last year and doing the review we did, but
Predator's
Predator
great. That movie could
Mhm.
just be trimmed a little bit, and it would
Mhm.
still. I mean,
For
it still works, but it's a little bit slow. You could give an editor Beverly Hills Cop, and it would almost still make a ton of money today. It's so good.
Mhm, mhm.
okay. Next, we've got Top Gun against Roadhouse. This is easy. This is Top Gun.
No, wait, no. We have Lethal Weapon versus Roadhouse.
Okay, sorry. This is weird how it's laid out here.
No worries.
Lethal Weapon versus Roadhouse.
That's tough.
I'll probably say Lethal Weapon.
I'm Lethal Weapon. I'll say.
I'm Lethal
Yeah.
Weapon.
Right off if I need to.
Roadhouse is like one of those so bad it's good type
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
I agree. It's
know?
great. It's fun to watch with people. It's Swayze. He when he died young, it became
Mhm.
Roadhouse got a lot more justified because it's a really fun movie. But I think Lethal Weapon is kind of a forgotten. I don't know if it's the Mel Gibson thing or what, but kind of a forgotten
Mhm.
classic. Those
Yeah.
first couple are great.
Lethal Weapon's great.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
It really invented a genre. That and Die Hard.
kind of
Mhm.
the buddy cop comedy
Yeah,
genre. Okay, now we're moving on to
this is crazy.
Top Gun against RoboCop.
Oh,
This is tough.
Is it tough? This is an easy one for me. Top Gun.
To
all
me,
the way.
it's Top
RoboCop
Gun,
sucks.
but-
RoboCop's
yeah,
got a
but-
great idea, but the movie sucks.
Yeah,
It's-
but
you
but
guys-
it's. I feel like it's. I don't know if I
was
if it
Top
a
Gun
kid-
shot in Oak
Commando-
Cliff, Brian?
Yeah, it is. It's true. It was heavily
Dallas
filmed.
City Hall in Top Gun? I don't think so.
No, RoboCop's terrible.
Yeah,
not a good movie.
the idea of RoboCop, you're right, Brian, is better.
Great-
I'm
great
just
idea.
saying,
Yeah.
RoboCop is a 14 seed is tough.
Wait,
But
are we
it's
talking
gotta-
about the remake or the
Yeah,
original?
right.
This is
Gosh,
the
that
remake
movie.
because it's the 80s, so it has to be the remake.
Yeah.
All of them are good. Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right.
Top Gun. Top
okay,
Gun.
yep. Top Gun. Oops.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Venus. RoboCop sucks. Sorry, needed to be said.
That's one that I would be prime for a decent movie to come out of that.
They've
Eventually,
tried so
like,
many times, man.
Yeah, I feel like it could happen.
Maybe if
you know?
Neil Blomkamp finally does it. Oh wait.
Top Gun. Okay, Top Gun moves on as the 3 seed. Move on down here, and we've got First Blood against Rambo. So to me, this is
Rambo versus Commando. This is kind of the same movie. One's Sly and one's
Mhm.
Arnold. I know Kent's an Arnold guy and I'm a Sly guy, but I think this is close to A-Team Stallone, and I think this is like B- team Arnold. I think Arnold has bet. You know what I mean? It's so I think it means more to Rambo, and he moves on. But this is a bloodbath of a matchup.
Yeah,
This is.
This is tough. This is tough. This is a 7-game series or a down to the wire buzzer beater, whatever sports metaphor you want to use.
I don't remember what sports are, but sure.
Mhm, same. I'm watching the Mavs play the Wolves from like November right now, so I'm in a good place.
Wolves wearing those neon green jerseys.
They're not, but the Mavs are wearing the homie jerseys.
Yeah, homie jerseys. What up, homies?
Mhm.
You guys Rambo or what? Where are you?
I'm Rambo.
I'm
I haven't
Rambo,
seen
yeah.
Commando in a long time. Maybe that would change my mind, but I'm going Rambo here. First Blood.
All right.
Okay. Rambo First Blood moves on. And then we have the Terminator against Escape from New York. I'm just gonna go ahead and type in the Terminator.
Yeah,
here.
obviously.
Escape from New York's fine. I like that character. I like that they made Escape from LA. They should just do Escape from Chicago, Escape from Paris.
It'd be great if,
just do like
it'd be cool if they got
50 of
really
those.
lower though, like into like kind of tier 3
Yeah,
airport
Escape.
cities.
Escape from Omaha.
Escape from Evansville. They should just do a whole series of Florida cities for that. That'd be realistic, like Escape from Tampa. All right,
Escape
should we go to
from
another
Tampa.
Let's
segment?
go to we're going to go
yeah.
to the 2000s region now.
Okay,
Okay.
So we
working
have
across the top.
Gladiator against Ip Man. Gladiator, I heard you guys when we were off the air say that shouldn't be a action movie either.
Yeah, to me, it's not an action movie.
So
It's like
historical epic.
it's
kind of.
yeah, it's a but it's better
But
than
it's on the list.
yeah, it's on the list. We're playing the list, but this is
Dude.
a silly side of the bracket. This 2000s because there's
Mhm.
tons of kind of fun action movies, and they got almost none of them right.
Yeah, I saw Gladiator and I was like, and it's a 1 seed. I was like, oh, that's not an action movie. And then as I read through many more of these selections, I was like, well, it actually kind of is compared to a lot of these other movies that are not action movies. So,
Yeah.
for me, it's just the best of the two, and I'm going Gladiator.
Ip Man is a crazy
Mhm.
martial arts movie, but it's not as good of a movie as Gladiator. Like it didn't win Best Picture or anything like that. It wasn't critically heralded. I guess it's just a fun kind of just watch people get punched in the face kind of movie.
Mhm.
So
Sure.
it has value, but certainly not against Gladiator.
Mhm.
So next we have Fast and the Furious, the original one, at the 8th seed against the 9 seed Pirates of the Caribbean, the original one. It looks like number 1. This one's tough.
Yeah.
I go Pirates
podcast
as-
Ride or Die or Pirates. The first one's good. First one's
Yeah.
still very good.
And it's kind of more in that Indiana Jones adventure movie piece.
Yep.
But man, it's like I want to kind of give this to Pirates because I think that the sequels are so bad people forget how good of a movie that is.
Mhm.
And I think Fast and Furious should be represented throughout this bracket a few more times because it has but I've taken a look at the seedings and I can't risk that. Man,
Yeah.
this is tough.
It's tough for Richard. It's tough because he's
it's
big
really
into
tough.
fast and
Yes.
he really appreciates those
First
Pirates.
First
movies.
Pirates is a good movie.
Mhm. Very good. It's a very good movie.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
If it helps, I'll cast a vote. I
Yeah.
went Pirates here. I'm gonna ride another entry pretty hard. So
Okay, cool.
I'll feel
That's kind
okay
of what I
about
was
that.
thinking too. So
Yeah.
If there are multiple fast movies on here, or is it
There's
just
one more.
there's
Okay.
one more on here.
Okay,
be
because
two,
I feel like
but-
we should represent fast as a whole with this one if this is the only fast.
Yeah, but there's
Yeah, it's not
this
the
i-
only one.
yeah, this isn't peak fast. There's one more that's really
This is like
not only the
fourth
greatest
worst
action
Fast.
movie, but maybe the greatest movie ever made.
Yeah.
So
Literally
yeah, I think
changed
I
the
like
world.
that. I think it's smart to go Pirates here.
Okay.
Okay.
Same.
Moving on.
What
to the
was your
fourth-
vote? Kent?
My
Just
vote was
for-
Pirates.
Okay, cool.
But like I said, if this was the only fast one, I'd probably have
Yeah.
to go fast because
Yeah.
we
Same.
can't not have them in this bracket.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're moving on to the 4 seed Kill Bill 1 and 2. We're counting
Mhm.
that as 1, and Bad Boys 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Kill Bill because Bad Boys 2
Yeah.
sucks.
yeah.
Terrible movie.
So bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you.
It is
Okay.
definitely the type of movie that Barstool Bros think is a good movie.
Yeah,
That's
it
Bad
is.
Boys 2.
Definitely.
Never-
Bad Boys for Life isn't even on this freaking thing. Oh, is it? Wait.
I don't
No.
think
No.
so. No.
No. See, yeah, they're like Bad Boys 2 is the best one, bruh. Yeah, okay. So Kill Bill wins that round. Then we move on to the 5 against the 12. It's 300 against Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Man. For memorable theatrical experiences for me of the 2000s.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Definitely saw both of these opening weekend for some reason. Man, both are interesting movies. 300 I know hasn't aged that well, but in the moment it was a cool movie.
Yeah.
And that moment was that moment was like 3 weeks long.
Yeah.
But it had a moment. Oh man, this is tough. Any of you have I'm kind of 50-50. Either of you have a hard opinion, I can kind of help guide it.
I'll take 300 here. Mr. and Mrs. Smith is fine, but I don't think it had, I think it's like cultural impact was all based on
Yeah.
the relationship that
It's more of a comedy. Its success
Yeah,
is more of
I
its
agree.
comic moments than its
For
action
sure.
moments to
I
me.
totally agree. Yeah.
I think the 300 is more of an iconic, memorable
Mhm.
movie than Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It kind of exists.
Yeah.
But-
I don't love it at all, but 300 matters as an action movie, I think, compared to some of these others in this bracket. So that's what
Agree
I
with
went with anyway.
Okay, so 300 wins that round. We move down to the 6 seed Taken versus the 11 seed, The Bourne Ultimatum. Are there multiple Bourne movies in this too, or is that the
Yeah, there's one right below
chosen?
it. Right below it.
Right and below it.
There's
Okay.
Born Identity right under it.
Bourne Identity.
I because of that, and the Bourne Ultimatum's great. But it's probably my third favorite. I think I like Identity, and Supremacy is my favorite, which is not on here, which is weird.
Mhm.
I think I go Taken there. Taken's such a great action movie, and Bourne will be represented later, I think,
Okay.
by looking at the bracket for me. But what about you guys?
Taken for me. I do think I would vote Bourne Identity over the next one in the next round. So Taken.
Between these two, this is hard for me because between Taken and Bourne Ultimatum, it's hard for me to compare them because I've only seen them each 250 times. So that is hard.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You guys sent Taken through. I voted Ultimatum here.
Okay.
I think that one's very good. And Taken spawned like a whole genre, which should be a plus in its column, but all of those movies are terrible. So
Disagree.
except for John Wick. Those are a lot of those are just really
Taken
awful.
2, awesome. Taken 3, awesome. The Gray, awesome.
Yeah, the one with Kevin Costner and Amber Heard and
No, that one's bad.
one of these. Like, how has
but-
Dennis Quaid not done one of these? Maybe he has. I don't know, but yeah, not my favorite. Not my favorite genre. But this was Taken itself is a very solid.
That's awesome, man. Peak Liam, man.
okay. Next we've got Bourne
Solid.
Identity against The Transporter. Jason Statham.
Another
Love
tough
the-
one for Arby.
Yeah, love the Transporter, love Statham. Hate this seating so much because I want to move so much these. But Bourne Identity, one of my
Yes.
favorite movies ever. Like just a classic movie. Some of my best like high school memories are going to see all these, with my mom because we were really cool, and
Mhm.
and I was very cool, and I would see movies with my mom. And man, these were to me this like. There's negatives to it, right? With the shaky cam, that it works a lot with these, but with in worse hands, it can be really bad. So that's the only negative thing it brought. The thing it made great was these kind of it reinvigorated the Bond series. Like we're about to see Casino Royale. Casino Royale doesn't happen without the Bourne Identity. It made action movies kind of smart in a way that was unique.
This one's an
Right.
easy one for me. Bourne Identity all day.
But all that said, Transporter rules.
Transporter's fun.
Yeah,
It's a fun movie.
it is.
I do. I have a guilty pleasure spot for Statham
Same.
being
100%
just
same.
broing out and just being like super masculine dude that
Yeah,
says,
it's a shame.
so British. I love a very British action star.
Yeah.
And I would love to see him as Bond. That'll never happen, but that'd be really fun. Just like just take all the intelligence out of Bond and just have him be this British tough guy. It would be pretty awesome. It's Bond. It's James Bond.
Yeah, he's like
You're not very bright, are you?
Yeah.
I'll do martini, shaken, not stirred.
I love that. Okay, so Born Identity moves
Then
on.
crushes a Carlsberg after that. All right.
This next one, we've got, speaking of Bond, Casino Royale against The Italian Job.
Movie wise, not a tough decision. Casino Royale is a great movie,
But action movie wise,
it's not really an action. I don't think it's an action movie
No.
at all. It has like 2 or 3 action sequences total. I'm not sure.
What they had that shower scene, and then they have. I'm trying to think all the action in
He's
that.
getting hit in the balls with the rope. I mean, like it's in the car crash before. I mean, it's a poker movie almost. I don't know. I love Casino Royale, and I love this iteration of Bond. I don't know if most Bond movies are technically action movies. This one's not. Italian Job certainly is. I vote Italian Job. I'll start it. I don't know. Quality wise, I think obviously Casino Royale is a better movie, but from an action standpoint, Italian Job is pretty dope, and I love the action sequences of it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with.
can't believe that there was always like rumored to make more and more Italian Jobs. And
Yeah, it turned into Fast Five.
oh, that's right. The
rumored
Brazilian
sequel.
Job
Yeah.
turned into Fast Five.
Mhm.
You're right. So for that, it should get some credit too. Man, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I think I'm going Italian Job.
Wow, let's do it. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's get some upsets going here.
Yeah, I think I'm going
Good
Italian
one.
Job.
Okay.
This one's so stupid.
Eric's right. The parkour scene at the beginning of Casino Royale is pretty.
That is
pretty
true.
an
That's
action,
sick.
but then there's like 2 hours where almost no action happens.
Man, this one's
Next,
so. Stupid.
next we've got Inglorious Bastards against
What is-
Wanted.
I hate Wanted, so I'm gonna vote Inglorious Bastards because I love Inglorious Bastards, but it's so not an action movie.
Not, no.
And Wanted is
that's
just such a bad movie. I can't do it. So I'm going Inglorious, but you guys vote however you want. I understand on principle if you want to take a stand. Pretty much any other movie in this bracket, I would vote over Inglorious just on principle, even though Inglorious is one of my favorite movies. But Wanted is such a pile of garbage that I can't do it.
I'm 100% with you. That is exactly what I thought. I was like, Inglorious is not an action movie, so it's going to get knocked out immediately. Oh, it's one. Okay, never mind. Wanted
Yeah.
sucks. I hate Wanted.
I agree. I can't, on principle, I can't put it ahead of
Yeah, for sure.
Inglorious.
But
Yeah, we're
Italian
very
Job
principled.
just got a nice little Sweet 16 run ahead of it. I can go ahead and
It
preview
does.
that.
Okay. We
Well,
move down to
look
the
at my bracket and see how far it goes. This is Italian
got
Job's
the-
awesome for this.
Italian Job might do pretty well in this. So we go down to the 2010s bracket now, their region, and number 1 seed for them is John Wick, and the 16 seed Ip Man 2. So I'm assuming John Wick is going to win this one. I'm a John Wick 2 guy. It's on here as
John
well.
Wick is not even the best John Wick.
No,
movie,
yeah,
Barstow.
I think John Wick,
Gosh.
and John Wick 2 are in here, but John Wick 3 is not for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, John Wick 3 is the peak of John Wick to me. I terrible seating, but yes, I vote John Wick for sure. Easy one.
Okay. Next, this one's tough for me. Fallout, Mission Impossible Fallout against The Raid.
This is tough.
An 8-9 for these two movies.
Mhm.
What do
Yes,
Yeah. This is
The Raid should be like a 2.
yeah. Heck yeah. And
What's the
it's Fallout.
Yeah.
Should be up there too.
Django. What the crap? This bracket.
we looking at this live on the air for the first time?
Yeah, it's the first time I'm seeing this as we're
What's
filling it
happening?
out.
Yeah.
I would vote The Raid here.
Yeah.
I love Fallout, but to me, The Raid is like a top 5 action movie ever. type
That's
of thing, you know?
totally fair. Brian, what about you?
The Raid is a great action movie. It should not be a 9 seed. It should not be going up against Mission Impossible in the first round. But Mission Impossible for me, I love this series. This is the peak of the series so far. It has 4 or 5 absolutely insane action sequences. So yeah, it's not easy because the Raid is so good and so bonkers. But I'm gonna have to ride for Mission Impossible. So you get the deciding vote, Arby.
Oh man, this is brutal. You know what? I'm gonna go with The Raid. And I love Fallout
Wow.
so much, but I want to represent a bunch of different kinds of action movies on here, and I don't
Yeah.
see another chance where we might like do like a martial arts film like that. Well, maybe The Raid 2, but The Raid's way better than The Raid 2. So
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
these should be flipped. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mission Impossible should go against freaking Sicario,
Mhm.
which isn't an action movie, and that'd be easy.
The bottom half of this bracket,
Yeah, I'm
there's
having
like
a stroke
one
right
action
now.
movie. I mean, none of them are.
Yeah.
It's-
That's brutal. Okay, yeah, I'll go the Raid just for mixing it up.
Okay. The Raid moves on. And this one's tough too, man. This one's might have some dissension here. We got Mad Max, Fury
Fast
Road
5 done.
against Fast 5.
Moving on.
I vote Mad Max just because, again, it's
Great.
monumental. It sucks that Fast
Question.
5 has to go against it, but
Question though, and Mad Max has some awesome scenes, and it's foot to the throttle the minute it opens. But do they drag any bank safes
Not one.
through Rio?
Not
no,
one.
they don't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, then I got to go Fast 5. Brian.
Yeah. And this is no brainer for me.
Oh yeah, well,
The best C+ movie with a guitarist with their guitar on fire that I've ever seen. So
C plus. Ooh,
take that. Boom.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna lean into it because people get
Mhm.
so upset. When I
It's a
don't
great
like
it's a
Mad
great
Max.
heel
I
turn
just-
by you.
Yeah, I'm going all the way in. Yeah. By next week it'll be an F- or something. Just
I
just
like
gonna
it.
keep going.
But Fast 5 is
It's Fast
to
5.
me quintessential to what an action movie is. Like,
Yes, even somebody I do not like I do not like Mad
Whoa.
Max Fury Road. I know that was close. I almost had to ritual suicide, but even for me as not a huge fan of this, I would probably pick Mad Max over most of these movies
Mhm.
just
Oh,
as an
yeah,
action
for
movie
sure.
standpoint, but it's not beating Fast 5. I'm sorry.
sorry, listeners. I tried. Fast 5 it is. Okay.
a 13 seed. That is just
Well, Kingsman's ahead
ridiculous.
of it.
it's, it's just like it's like taking this year's Lakers, like LeBron and
Yeah.
Anthony Davis, be like,
Mhm.
cool, you guys make the playoffs. You're an 8 seed. Seems fair. It's like, well, we have 65 wins. Like, well,
Yeah, well,
the bracket is still spoken.
you're not Stoolies, so what are you gonna do?
Dooley Nation.
Stoolie up.
I'm gonna go
Dooley strong.
on this one with of Kingsman against John Wick 2. I'm gonna go John Wick 2.
How is John Wick 2 a 12 seed?
Yeah.
Like, what are we do? Kingsman is not that good. I don't know.
This
I don't want to get
better
into
have been randomized. Like,
Sure.
if someone actually put thought behind this, they should be executed publicly.
Seriously.
They should.
Seriously.
I hope it was that
Yeah.
douche president of Barstool.
Pizza guy.
Yeah.
He'll be
El
Me
Presidente. How is he not?
momentarily.
Please.
Because he
How is he
pays
not?
money to people.
Yeah, dude. Like a few of the Barstool guys I've come around on a little bit. Not that I like ingest a ton of their content, but just like as social media presences, sometimes they're fine. But man, the boss is just
They're basically
Top
F,
10 worst
F,
person in the
F
world.
Jerry
Yeah.
Firefest. Like
yeah.
Yeah.
basically, I equate them in the same of what they contribute to society.
They should
like
fire the
almost-
Presidente guy and just let Lebertard run Barstool. Then it would be awesome.
Okay,
He's like the good version of that guy.
so we are in agreement. John Wick 2 over Kingsman.
For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, we have Skyfall against Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh man.
This is tough. This
Yeah.
was tough because I don't think either. I don't know that action is the first, like the number one genre for either of these movies. I don't know. Like I think of
Edge of Tomorrow more to me is more of an action movie, which seems crazy about a James Bond, but Skyfall is so like artsy in a way and
Mhm.
beautiful. It's like almost above
Mhm.
it. Edge of Tomorrow which is a great film, is a little more actiony, but oh man, this is tough. I'm gonna go Skyfall because any bracket with Skyfall in it, it has to win at least one to me. But you guys do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll go Skyfall.
Yeah, I feel like a
would too.
Bond has to win one
Very-
round.
Yeah, it's very tight, but because Skyfall is just such a great movie. But so is Edge of Tomorrow. I love
Mhm.
both of these movies. These are
Yeah.
both really good, and I don't think that either one of them quite qualifies for this bracket if we were putting it together. But I got to take Skyfall as well. I'm telling you, the bottom half of this region, I
I mean, this
was like,
is-
I don't know what to do here because these are all really good movies, but I'm not sure any of them qualify. But it is what it is.
Okay.
Okay, this
We
is-
have Inception against The Equalizer.
The Equalizer is definitely more of a true action movie
Oh yeah,
than Inception,
but it's not
It
going to
is.
beat Inception.
but it's not that good of a movie.
It's not that
really.
good of a movie.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go Inception.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, same. Okay, we have Sicario against The Raid 2. The Raid 2
Sicario
is
is a
definitely more of
great
an
movie.
action movie though.
Yeah,
I gotta go Sicario because we already did the Raid, and it's the Raid
Mhm.
2 is fine, but
Yeah.
gosh, this should be Mission Impossible Fallout right there.
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, there's
Like-
literally one action scene in
I know.
Sicario. I mean, it's not, but the Raid 2 is not very good. I don't
Mm,
So I also vote Sicario, but almost by default.
Django.
Yeah.
Django.
I'm voting Django here just because I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
Jack
principle
Reacher sucks.
vote Jack Reacher.
There is that awesome scene though in Jack Reacher. I don't know which one it's in where because I'm a big Jack Reacher on airplanes guy. One of my go-to. I don't know why. That and The Hunt for Red October. It's on every plane, like their little OS. So I always go for it. But there's that scene in one of the Jack Reachers where he takes down, he does the whole like, hey, I don't want to fight you. And the
Yeah.
guys are like, yeah, whatever, townie. And they take him outside, and Tom Cruise very unbelievably kicks the butt of like 9 giant dudes.
Mhm.
That scene rules, but the rest of
Pretty
Jack
cool.
Reacher is
Yeah.
unwatchable.
Mhm. Yeah, and you can see he's standing on like
Yes,
3 phone
it's
books
awesome.
taped together and stuff.
It's very action movie. That scene.
Mhm.
It's that stupid thing that they do. The best example of it is in that Zac Efron, Nicholas Sparks movie
Mhm.
where he's like a Marine and he gets back from war and he goes to
Yeah.
like the bar and all the guys heckle him for being a Marine. And you're like, you know
The
who doesn't do
stupidest thing ever.
Yeah.
That is legitimately
dumbest
the
movie
best
trope.
part. Yes, it's the best part of Aquaman is when you think they're gonna do that and then they like ask for a picture instead.
Mhm.
I was like, thank you,
Yeah.
you. Somebody finally got how stupid it is that every,
Hey,
every
once
guy
this
in a bar is
quarantine's
like,
over,
yeah,
Hey, once this quarantine's over, you guys want to head over with me to Cage Earl High's house and hassle some Army Rangers?
obviously
Cool.
because they're dorks. And it's like, what are we doing here? Like, what a stupid thing. No one does that. No one does that.
I do. I go and I just kind of give them a hard time. It's like,
Oh, you served
Navy,
your country, huh? Hmm.
oh, Navy SEAL, huh? I bet you can hold your breath real long. It's such a dumb movie trope.
Oh,
You don't do
man.
that, or
I do it all the time.
okay? We're going on. The last
Yeah,
bracket here is the
90s.
90s.
Okay, this is
So.
gonna be tough.
Okay, we open with The
Ugh.
Matrix against The Fugitive.
I'm gonna
Uh,
vote for the Matrix, but the Fugitive rules.
I love
I'll
The
tie it
Fugitive.
up. I'm going fugitive. Yeah.
Nice, big. Oh man, you're
Matrix is-
going
The action is-
UMBC,
I agree. But
University
so-
of Maryland, Baltimore County.
Yeah, we got a little Air Bud action going here. They're going all the way. Golden Retrievers. No, The Fugitive is really good as an action movie and is a much better movie, I think. So
Wow.
I'm-
Yep.
I'm going.
I thought I was weird for not liking the Matrix, but I'm
Mhm.
impressed. I went Matrix, guys. That's gonna piss off the boards. Deal with it. Fugitive rules. What about
Looks
you,
like
Kent?
I would vote Fugitive, but it looks like
Wow, good job, guys. I'm proud of you guys.
our listeners are wanting Matrix all day over this
I
one.
know they're very adamant about it.
People love the Matrix,
sorry.
man.
Gotta be who I be.
You guys, the man board has spoken. I'm the lone dissenter, but I support it and I kind of dig it.
Okay, next we've got Point Break against
Wow.
Speed.
Keanu on
Two
Keanu.
key Keanu's.
Man, I'm gonna go.
Point Break here.
Yeah,
I'll
Point
go ahead and start
Break.
it off.
I'll go Point Break.
I voted
Lot
Point
of
Break too. I
surfing,
don't really care.
skating,
I prefer my
action.
Keanu in John Wick.
Yeah,
But both of these are the same movie to me. So Point Break was like, I guess that's fine.
Okay. Next, Mission Impossible 1 against Air Force One.
I actually watched Mission Impossible 1 for the first time in a long time, about a month or two ago, and it's not very good.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
I've watched it recently, and I didn't. That was fine. It's the second worst of the series, I think, but it was okay.
With the John Woo one being the worst.
2 is terrible. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, it's not that it was bad. It's just, I remembered it being really, really good, the first one, and it was just okay. So I don't know. I'm torn on this because Air Force One's awesome, but we did let The Fugitive go, and Mission Impossible needs to be represented. So I'm going to go Mission Impossible.
I also picked Mission Impossible over Air Force One. I love Air Force One, but Mission Impossible is pretty solid for me, so I'll go there as well. And I'm still bummed that Fallout lost, so I'll stick with Fallout.
Yeah. All right.
There is karma in our bracket.
Mm-hmm.
MI1. Okay. Bad Boys won against GoldenEye. Huh.
Bad Boys not good. Watched it recently for this show, and it was not good at all. I haven't seen GoldenEye in a while.
Yeah.
And I don't know how action movie.
Good video game.
To Bad Boys,
A great video game.
Yeah, great video game. The best of the Pierce Brosnan ones, for whatever that's worth. I voted. I'm going GoldenEye.
Pablo's not happy that we
yeah.
picked Mission Impossible over Air Force One. He's out. He's leaving. I hate everyone, he says. Sorry, man. Sorry,
tough.
Pablo.
It's tough.
You guys get to vote on the next round, VIPs. So stick around and your vote can count on the next round. We'll let you guys vote next, and then we'll vote after that. So
and override your vote.
Well,
okay.
Men in Black. We have veto power on this.
Yeah.
Or anything? We got just
as long as you align with us.
We do have veto power, but I think we should make it fun, and
we each get one veto or something. We're just making this up as we go. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So GoldenEye wins that one. Now we have Men in Black against Con Air. This has got to be Men in Black, right? I like Con Air, but I feel like Men in Black is maybe, I don't know, it's a top action movie of the 90s, in my opinion. One of the top.
Yeah, this one's easy for me. Men
in Black.
Con Air is like a guilty pleasure movie. I enjoy quite a bit, but Men in Black is a very good movie and a lot of action sequences.
Yeah, I'm in on it.
Okay.
Arnie v. Arnie.
Arnie v. Arnie. We've got T2 against True Lies. T2 is my number one action movie of the night.
Yeah.
This is T2 for me.
Yeah. Not
True Lies is a cute little movie, but
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
The Rock against Heat.
Oof, man,
I hate this matchup. This
is brutal. I just watched Heat 2 weeks ago for first time in a while. Man, that movie's awesome.
Heat is one of my
you love that
12
movie.
Favorite movies ever.
Yeah,
I love.
I had kind of forgotten that. Probably because we just don't want to be like Chris Ryan and talk about Heat a lot. You and I never really talked about Heat much.
Yeah,
I love Heat too. And maybe we'll just leave that as an unsaid part of our relationship. Never really talk. You know what I mean? Because it's become such a tool thing to like it. But
Michael Mann is
Michael
a great thing.
Like, my mom was like a weird like Michael Mann super fan, so I like inherited that. Like that was like a go-to director for her. I never understood it. Now I'm like, she was right. One of the cool things, you find these things out about your parents.
Yeah, so good. I don't think of it as an action movie though. That's the hard part for me. It's a.
By the way, why wasn't Collateral in the 2000s bracket?
Yeah, good point. That's much more actiony to me.
Yeah. The Rock
I voted Heat here. I don't want to spoil anything. I didn't have Heat going very far in my bracket because it's as much as great. If we're just doing best movie, like this is maybe one of the
but that opening heist.
The beginning
scene.
and the end are very actiony, and the 2.5 hours in between are really not.
Just a lot of Pacino and that chick with the bangs.
Yeah,
and and Natalie Portman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man,
one of the great all-time Pacino freakouts, though.
Oh, Pacino's
and
awesome.
Hank Azaria is just like, what is happening? Like,
oh yeah,
pretty.
That's the best. Yeah. When he starts talking about their butt, like big butts or whatever he says.
yeah.
I'll say it. And I cleaned it up a little bit, but
PG it. But yeah, you got your head. Oh, like screaming so much, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Heat too. But The Rock is
Y'all are both the Heat.
Yeah.
Heat. We love the Miami Heat. We're clear about that. There's
And
one
the
thing about
Heat.
Brian and I. Yeah,
With Melissa McCarthy. Yeah.
Okay.
My Lucy dog is going insane right now. I don't know.
she's
what's going on with
she's
her.
big Connery fan.
She is. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Harris fan, Lucy
Can't.
dog.
What would your vote have been?
Mine would have been probably The Rock
Okay,
because I think it's the best Michael Bay movie.
it is
And
sure. It's a cool movie.
Armageddon's
Yeah,
not
I
on
like that,
this
sure.
list. For some reason, it's not in the 90s region. It's one of the quintessential 90s action movies. The Rock, there's something about Alcatraz that I love, but I can't. It's a guilty pleasure kind of
Totally
thing.
get it.
Anything involved with Alcatraz.
That's a tough bracket. I mean, that's a tough matchup. All right.
All right, Independence Day and Total Recall. I'm gonna go Independence Day here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
Total
here.
Recall.
Great action movie.
Good idea, bad execution. And this is towards the end
Weak.
of Arnie being
reactor.
Arnie. Okay, we got the first round done. So Vipers, if you're in the chat, we want to hear from you. We're gonna
we do.
look here, and we're gonna take majority rules on these votes. So let's start with the 2000s this time, and we've got Gladiator against Pirates. I realize we're a little delayed on the live stream here, so we'll vamp until we can get some votes in from the Vipers. Gladiator against Pirates. Which one of our listeners really likes Gladiator? Is it Josiah?
Josiah hates Gladiator. He
Hates
says it's his
Gladiator,
number one least favorite movie.
I knew there was a strong opinion about it
Mhm.
in the VIP.
It's kind of a weird one to have as your least favorite movie ever, I think, but that's okay. Forrest Gump is my least favorite movie ever, so
Okay.
Kent Garrison's mom thinks that's a weird opinion, so it's fine.
Yeah. It's Gladiator versus Pirates. I would probably put Pirates ahead of it because I think Pirates probably delivers on more just popcorn fun action than Gladiator
Mhm.
does. There is some great sequences in Gladiator, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like Pirates over the years has given us more fun than Gladiator did. Gladiator, I don't remember leaving Gladiator and be like, that was so much fun, guys.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's true. It's not fun. I think it's a better movie by a
For
long
sure.
stretch. And the action stuff is pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's cool. It's well directed. I mean, it's Ridley, so I mean, he knows how to direct
Mhm.
action.
Mhm.
All right. The
Gladiator is the winner, so I think
the VIPs have voted and it's Gladiator.
Okay.
So Gladiator moves on. Now we have Kill Bill against 300. Let's see what the VIPs say here. If it was up to me, man, these are two very important action movies. One gave us, Americanized version of martial arts films,
Mhm.
kind of that what we see now in the Kingsman and Kick Ass and those types of movies that are just like really stylized karate and things like that. And 300 is the Zack Snyder effect. So,
But at its best, I mean, I think that's like the best Snyder.
yeah.
Kill Bill also on the negative gave us that that, which is in every action movie for like the next 15 years. So that's negative.
Mhm. This is
300,
probably my least favorite Tarantino movie, but it is the most action movie of
For sure.
all.
I'm fine actually with Kill Bill being
strange.
of
totally.
I mean, it's definitely the most actiony of the three that are on here.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh man, I don't know. I might actually. I'd go Kill Bill here. Is what I would vote for. We'll find out.
We have two
But-
votes for 300 so far.
Wow.
We're going to give them about over 30 seconds or so to chime in. See if we get any Kill Bill votes. So you would vote 300, Brian?
I think I would. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't love
Understandable.
Kill Bill, but I don't love 300 either, but it jumps out at me as a quintessential 2000s.
I would vote Kill Bill.
Okay.
So that's one for Kill Bill.
I would do Kill Bill. But
Juice
cool with
votes for
300.
Kill Bill.
I don't hate 300 as much as I feel like I should.
Pablo said, I've never been bored by an action scene until I saw Kill Bill. So I think that's a vote for 300. So we're going to go and move 300 on
Cool.
against Gladiator for the next round. Okay.
Wow.
Now
A
we
lot of Grecian and Roman, a lot of like classical times battle up there in the 2000s region.
for sure.
The next round is Taken against the Bourne
Oh.
Identity.
Man, this is a heck of a matchup, but I got to go Born Identity for me.
Mhm.
Yeah, for me
That's
as
what I
well.
would vote.
Yep. I had Ultimatum
a
over
good one.
Taken. So I would have taken, I think I would have taken Ultimatum over Identity, but it would have been very difficult. Both of them. Are
Oh,
very,
man.
very good.
Identity,
I love that
though.
whole series. Yeah.
Yeah, except for the Renner one.
All the original 3 movies.
Yeah, the new Damon one's so disappointing.
I know.
I need to watch it again. I've only seen it once or twice.
Okay, I'm voting for Born Identity too. We're gonna go ahead and move. Okay, we got 2 votes for Born. Weiser
Okay.
and Juice both said Born. So we're
Taken's
gonna-
awesome though.
Pablo says Born for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll take Born Identity over Taken. I like Taken, but I think the sequels being bad have really affected.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
It's a good way. Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of didn't do it any favors. at all.
Define bad though, Kent. Do you mean awesome?
I mean bad.
I'm here for all Taken. I will watch.
In one of
Taken
those
is a-
movies, at a certain point, he tells his daughter to start throwing grenades
Mhm.
out the window.
Yeah, he does.
So that he can triangulate her position
Mhm.
based on how far away the boom is.
And
which
it's,
is
it rules.
incredible. I'm not against it at all. It's pretty fantastic.
I
wish
want
that was in the Fast movie so bad. Like,
yeah,
that
I mean,
so
his
great.
character, like, I don't want Liam Neeson in Fast. I want his character from Taken in Fast, like for Fast 10, right? I mean, that would be
sure, for sure.
Okay, we got next Italian Job and Inglorious Bastards. This is a tough one too.
Glorious Bastards. We did our top 10 favorite movies ever. I think it was in my top 10 at that time. Still very much up there in contention. Love it. I think Italian Job is a better action movie to me.
Yeah,
You know,
Okay. Okay.
So certainly, Inglorious Bastards is a vastly superior film, but
Mhm.
that's not what we're at. That's not what we're after here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, then yeah, the final 4 would be like, you know, Gladiator versus Inglorious for, you know what I mean? It would just be
Mhm,
like
mhm.
the best what won Oscars of these movies. But if we're talking action movie as a platonic ideal, I think Olive's fired up about this. Italian Job is that. And this is a cool little matchup in the Elite 8 or
Yeah.
whatever, or Sweet 16.
Yeah. We've got some VIPs chiming in here. Juice says Inglorious Bastards, 100% no chance. Konsu says Taken is amazing. Every single Taken. So she's a big Taken fan.
Concept.
Juice says he agrees with you about the Italian Job over Inglorious. And Z Sweetness says, is there even a single action scene in Inglorious Bastards?
I guess kind of that last piece
Mhm.
with the with the taking down Hitler and stuff in the movie theater is kind of actiony, but the rest is more just beautiful anxiety driven thriller to me.
Mhm,
Mhm.
mhm.
I feel like if there was no Italian Job, there would be no Fast Five too.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
they
literally,
really
like
took-
Brian said, they were
Yeah.
writing the Brazilian Job.
Yes,
and it
Yep.
became Fast 5. So
right, exactly. So I feel like that movie probably did more for future action movies than
yeah,
the other one did, than Inglorious. Okay, we're moving on to John Wick against the Raid. This one's tough.
this is tough. This is tough.
I think there would be no John Wick without the Raid.
I'm with it. I respect
Mm.
that. That's a good take. That's an informed filmsman. That's
Mhm.
the thing I like to say, not movie buffs.
Mhm.
Filmsman.
Filmsman. I like
It's a
it.
good filmsman take by you, Ken.
Filmsman. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tough
I
one.
didn't
I
like
had
John
Fallout
Wick.
here.
I didn't
and I had
like-
it going past John Wick. So I don't know what to do with these two, to be honest. It's tough.
I wasn't a big fan of John Wick until John Wick 2, to be honest.
Mhm.
Like I thought it was a fine action movie, but I didn't really understand the character much or what they were doing with that
Get it?
character until the second one. And I was like, okay, I'm in now. Took me a while to come around. Whereas the Raid, like within 5 minutes, I was like, oh, this is everything I love. It's just mindless action, it's
Yeah.
just so basic, the plot.
Mhm.
Oh man. I'm gonna
I would
I'm gonna go the Raid just because I probably I don't know, Fast 5 against John Wick 2. I was gonna say I probably would vote John Wick 2 for the next round for that one. So because that's the one I want to advance, not John
Yeah.
Wick. I'm gonna go the Raid just because like I said, I think it's a
I like
a top action movie of the past 10 years.
I agree. Cool movie.
What about
Man.
you guys?
I would go probably the Raid. I agree. It's like, who's a better songwriter, Bob Dylan or Paul Simon? Okay, well, maybe Paul Simon has some cool songs, but without Bob Dylan, maybe he doesn't exist. So you go. The Raid is such a iconic and influential film on that front of that genre, and John Wick is kind of the gentrified version of it. And I don't even really mean that negatively. Yeah, I'd probably go the Raid.
I think I would too.
Yeah,
I don't think I would vote the
No
Raid
dead dogs in
over
the
John
Raid,
Wick
so that
3.
helps
Yeah,
me.
but over the first one for sure.
Okay. Now we've got, or actually the VIPs wanted the Raid as well for this
Cool.
one.
Good job, team.
Mainly Pablo and Juice wanted the Raid. And Meg is still upset that Fallout is gone. So,
Me too.
I get that. Yeah.
okay. We got Fast 5 against John Wick 2.
Fast 5, moving on. Go
Fast
on.
5 all the
Okay.
way,
So
yeah.
I just know.
John Wick 2 is good, really good. Fast 5 is Fast
This-
5.
that's
Fast
on
5
them.
literally changed the world. We get Fast 5,
Yep.
and then right after that, we kill
Mavs
Bin
win a
Laden,
title.
and the Mavs win a title, and everything is better because of Fast 5. This is you can't.
We need. They should re-release it.
Yeah.
In theaters.
Yeah, we can
If
use
you
it
put
right
Fast
now.
5 out right now, COVID's
Suck it,
gone,
Corona.
and we
Yeah,
we can all go literally.
Fighting Corona with Coronas.
Exactly. Exactly. La Familia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Fast 5. And the VIPs are welcome
Yeah,
to disagree.
they're
And that's a
chiming in.
tough,
Yeah.
but don't blame us and don't blame John Wick 2, which is great. Blame the idiots who made this bracket because
Mhm,
Fast 5 as a
yes.
13 seed is unfair to everyone else in the bracket.
Absolutely. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay. Fast 5 it is.
Right
Moving on. Skyfall against Inception. This one's tough too.
Two
Let's see what
questions. Are
see
they
what
actually?
VIPs say for this one?
Man,
I would think they're going to say Inception,
I
but
would too. And that's not wrong. I mean, those are two. Look at this. These are probably the two of the best movies in this bracket, and so it's kind of trying to qualify which one is more of an action movie is the math I'm trying to do.
Yeah. I think
Um,
Skyfall beats Inception on the action standpoint.
I think it does too. There's some really
Most
cool.
of Inception's action it looks incredible, but it's still very intellectual action. Whereas Skyfall, the last 40 minutes is just PG-13
just-
Home Alone, and it's
And just that also that scene in
Mhm.
Shanghai in that tower, that fight
Yeah.
scene with that assassin is one of the cooler action scenes ever. And
for
like
sure.
I want to I always tell Sarah every time I watch Skyfall, which is like every 3.5 days, that I want a frame in my house that just plays that scene like a piece of art. Just that like 2.5 minutes just on rotation. Like it's
Yeah.
a painting. It's so
Yeah,
pretty.
That'd be cool.
That'd be such a cool like piece in a gallery.
Mhm.
It's like Deacons just being like, yeah, eat it.
I think Inception is ahead by one vote. In
Yeah,
the,
That's
it's
cool.
really
Totally-
close, but I think
Totally
Inception-
understandable.
Yeah, totally.
so
totally
we'll
get
move
it.
My choice of
Inception.
those two for sure. I love Inception, and I love Skyfall too. But Inception is an
Yeah,
incredible.
it's
film.
awesome.
Just-
Okay. Sicario against Django.
Neither I would think of as action movies. Both are great movies. I think I like Django a little more. And it does have some more action in it than Inglorious for sure. Yeah, I think I would go Django, but Sicario is awesome. It has that one awesome action scene and some great performances and killer script and all that. I mean, it's a really
Mhm.
kick-ass movie, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I would go Django.
I think Django is more of Django is close to actually being an action movie.
Yeah, it really is. It
Sicario
really
is
is.
not at all.
It's a Western action movie.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I would probably go Django there.
Yep.
Yeah, you start actually thinking about all the action scenes in Django, and there are quite a few. Unlike Inglorious, where you go, yeah, there's maybe two.
Yeah. I think
I'm
Django.
I'm positive he did.
Yeah.
That one's tough.
Django's gonna get this one.
We got Django for that one. I
Cool.
see the fans agree.
All right.
Okay. Now we go to the 80s region back. We got Die
Okay.
Hard against Aliens.
Die Hard to me.
Gotta be Die Hard, probably, right?
Yeah. Aliens is a great action movie and it has no business being an 8 seed at all. That's just terrible seeding. It probably should have been the 2 seed in this region, but
Yeah,
Die Hard is
I'm looking
an
at
all-time action.
that
movie.
or Lethal Weapon probably would be a
Yeah.
good 2 seed too. Well, no, Well, no, yeah, I guess Terminator though. Aliens might be more in Terminator because T2 is the real.
Yeah.
All right, Die Hard. I think that's pretty. Unanimous. Should we go on
Yeah.
to Raiders and Predator?
Yeah, Raiders and Predator.
I'd probably go Predator because it's
I'd go
more of an action
Raiders
movie.
as a movie, but I think Predator is probably more of an action
Mhm.
Definitely.
Same.
movie.
Yeah. Yep.
Same.
Let's let the fans vote on this one.
Yep.
Let's wait and see what they. I'm kind of indifferent, so I could go either way on this one. So yeah, Predator. Was Predator the best Predator movie?
Yes.
The
for
first
sure.
one?
I mean, not as good as The Predator, Shane Black's version, but
Not as
close, you know,
not as
it was
rapey
close.
as that one for sure.
yeah, there was, I mean, not nearly as much rape jokes in Predator as in The Predator. And not even one time in Predator did they make fun of somebody who has Tourette's. Not even one time, guys. And so
You didn't say the post-credit scene though.
Also has two.
That's all it's about.
The only film in this bracket that has 2 governors.
Yeah.
All right, the fans have voted for Raiders, so Raiders will move
Wow.
on.
Okay.
Okay.
Great
Yeah.
movie. Can't
Great
argue.
movie.
Can't
Hard
argue.
for me ever to vote against Spielberg, but Predator is the action movie. That's
Okay, Lethal Weapon against Top Gun. I feel like it's gonna be Top Gun.
Yeah.
I don't
We,
know,
uh,
dude. Lethal Weapon's like one. I mean, I'm fine with it. VIPs can decide. Lethal Weapon is like one of the movies I think of when I think of an action movie, though.
Yeah,
And Top Gun is too, but this is just again terrible original seating that these two would meet in the round of 32.
mhm. Top Gun. We talked about it, I think, recently. Did we do a throwback on that one last year? Maybe.
No, we had it on schedule for this year.
Okay.
Guess
I
we'll
feel like I watched
push
that one
that to
recently, and I don't
December.
remember why.
Is
But
it rules?
awesome. Yeah.
but man, it's so gorgeous to look at still.
I know. That's what I was
Like, such
telling
good-
people about the if as long as they live up to that part with Top Gun Maverick. Unfortunately, now 2021's Top Gun Maverick. I don't care. I don't care if it's bad. Like if it's just awesome footage of fighter jets and stuff, it's a success to me.
Mhm.
I'm so here for that.
Yeah.
Jets are cool.
I think it's Christmas 2020 is Top Gun. I think they moved it.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I mean, we'll see.
Well,
but
I know
that's
where I'm spending my Christmas.
on the
All right,
volleyball
Top Gun with
court.
the yeah,
on
always.
Sand
Bob
court.
Eden Park. I used to
Mhm.
run those v-ball courts over at Bob Eden, Euless, Texas's own. Oh man,
This one's to me. This is Terminator, but we'll see what the VIPs vote for this one.
First
Rambo.
Blood's so good, but I have the bad taste of. I have bad taste on both of these movies now because of their sequels last year.
Yeah, true. I thought
But Rambo sequel was way
Terminator
worse.
sequel was way better.
Yeah, it was. So yeah,
Last Blood was in consideration for the 10 worst of the decade for sure.
yeah. I probably would have put it up there. I kind of forgot about it.
I had it in my top 20 of the decade for as far as worst goes.
It was a very confusing way to say that.
I know. I tried to make it as weird as possible. Like
All right. KC says Nader. Voting for Nader.
Oh, nice.
they should call him the Nader. That'd be pretty awesome. Yeah.
We got
I
Juicing,
thought it
Terminator,
was a
Han Solo
2000
says Terminator.
election. I thought it was a
Ralph
2000
Nader,
election
yeah.
Ralph Nader. I'm voting third party joke. I really did. I was like, good one.
Good old Nader. All right.
N8.
Terminator's there.
Terminator's going to move on there.
All right.
Now
let's
we
go
have the
to
Fugitive against Point Break in the 90s region. Right. I think the VIPs are going to vote Point Break
I do
here.
too. Yeah. Well, that's fine.
That's
Point
fine.
Break
I would
is
go
more
Fugitive. Fugitive
Fugitives,
rocks, but
that small team pulled off a big upset and then
Mhm.
kind of ran out of steam.
Cinderella story, kind
Yeah.
of ending a little early here,
Yeah.
probably. So, is Point Break a sports movie?
no.
Yeah, no. It's sports adjacent, but
Yeah.
not.
Or it's a Jace?
I can't be bothered to say words like adjacent. I'm on it. I have a schedule.
Okay.
Or
We
too
got
much activity during quarantine. To
one
say
vote
those
Fugitive,
words.
2 votes Point Break
Yeah.
so far,
Point Break's gonna take this.
and 3 votes Point Break.
Yeah.
And we'll give 2 more votes come in, and then we'll call it. If one of them's for Point Break, though. Point
Can I
Break
give you all
is-
an HSO while we're waiting for the vote?
Yeah.
All Patrick Swayze movies.
There you go.
Meh. All of them.
Wiser says Point Break, so he's the tiebreaker there.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
What about the Chippendale sketch?
Yeah, except for that. All Patrick Swayze movies.
Okay.
What about Ghost?
Yeah, you know, Ghost guy.
Triple meh. Meh.
You're not a big pottery fan, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, point
Don't you
break.
dare Matt Pottery.
We have GoldenEye against Mission Impossible. A 1.
This is a fitting matchup because these were kind of the big kind of relaunches of spy franchises in the mid 2000s.
Mid 90s.
Pardon me, mid 90s. Pardon me. I would probably go Mission here, but I haven't seen GoldenEye in a while, so who knows?
I go Mission Impossible as well. Our vote doesn't matter, but that's what I'd pick over the two. GoldenEye's solid. I've seen it fairly recently. It's still pretty solid. There's a lot of those Bond movies that do not hold up particularly well, but that one's pretty good.
VIPs are voting Mission Impossible. I haven't seen GoldenEye in a while, but I plan on watching it this year before what's it called? No Time to Die.
Yeah.
So I got a few months now to watch it. I would have to watch it like this week if we were on schedule, but we'll see. Okay. Men in Black against Terminator 2. Whew. I'm going T2 all the way, like I said, even though I love Men in Black.
Men in Black's great, but T2
T2
is
is masterpiece level,
yeah.
man.
Yeah. T2 is one of the greatest movies of the decade, action or otherwise.
I have a
And
feeling
Men in Black, but,
T2 v Die Hard is going to be like a Duke UNC matchup later on. This would be my prediction.
Yeah.
All right. T2. Now we got Heat and Independence Day. I'd go Independence Day. Heat's a way better movie, probably, but Independence Day is a better action movie.
I totally agree. Yeah. Heat, one of the greatest movies of the decade, but not,
I don't know if a lot of these.
I just don't think of it as an action.
Yeah,
movie.
it's just a cool.
Maybe I'm wrong on that.
It's more of a heisty kind of
it's heist
contemplative movie. It's the
For
best. I think it's one of the best Los Angeles movies ever, for sure. The
Mhm.
Heat. I want to live in the Heat, Los Angeles. But yeah,
Heat,
for those. But
T2.
ID4 easy.
and then ID4 over Heat.
Yeah, Heat's a better movie, but ID4 is a better action movie.
All right, let's see the VIPs. We got 1 vote Heat, 1 vote Independence Day, another vote Heat. So it's 2-1. Okay, another vote Independence Day. It's 2-2.
Sarah's kind of been
first one to
circling
3.
Heat, weirdly,
Okay,
Brian.
Say what now? I'm sorry.
Sarah's kind of been circling Heat, like debating
yeah.
watching it. I'm kind of like,
all right,
I don't know.
again.
It's got her interest. I don't know why.
The sound mix on Heat is
I know.
unparalleled. Like I don't have any kind of cool setup stereo wise or anything in my house, but I can be playing that in my office and it feels like I'm being shot at. It's so awesome.
Okay, that's the end of that round.
Okay, cool. We're heading to
Now,
the Elite
now
Eight
we're heading to
or
the Elite Eight.
Sweet
Now,
16.
only our votes count this time. But,
yeah.
Final 4, we will let the
We'll kind of
VIPs
alternate
vote,
it.
and then we will choose the champion at the end. We'll alternate it. Okay, so let's start with the 2010s region, the bottom. So we got Inception against Django. I got to go Inception just because it's a more inherently action movie.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm with that.
Um,
And I think it's a slightly better movie, though Django's a great movie.
yes, I'll agree with that. What about you,
But-
Brian?
You know, I love Inception. I think Django is more actiony than
That's
Inception is. So
Strong voice of
I'd
dissent
probably
there.
vote Django, but I had Skyfall here and took Skyfall over Django. I don't know. It was it's tough.
this is tough. Yeah, this is a mangled.
So
season
Django
of
goes
that.
through or no, Inception. I'm sorry, goes through on your votes. So
But can't put Inception down one spot because that'll drive me nuts.
Okay, sorry. And then we've got the Raid against Fast 5. Y'all are going to vote Fast 5. So
Yeah.
can't even.
sorry, the
GT.
raid.
The Raid's awesome.
Raid made a good run,
It did.
but it's the seating's fault, not ours.
Yeah,
That's right.
exactly.
Mhm.
Moving on. Okay. Moving up, we've got the Born Identity against the Italian Job. This is tough.
I'm going Born here.
I'm going Italian. I love.
Okay. Kent,
Italian
you're the
Job is so quintessentially action movie to me. I don't know, and I watch it all the time. It's a very very high on the rewatchable.
totally fair.
Totally
Not
fair.
mad at you.
I'm going to go Born Identity just
My man.
because I feel like it did bring a new genre of spy movie to the forefront,
Mhm.
where it was more of a, I don't know,
Don't you do that,
less
Ken. You
cliche.
move that down. You
I'm
move
going
that down.
to less cliche and more, I don't know, intellectual spy movie kind of
Agreed. Still
thing.
physical, but
Yeah.
didn't treat the audience like an idiot.
Mhm. The magazine thing is pretty awesome when he beats the dude with the magazine.
Oh yeah,
Pretty incredible.
and the pen right in the between the fingers.
Yeah.
That movie just takes off right from the beginning to you're figuring it out along with him. The amnesia plot actually works, which it never does. That movie's just great. Famke, whatever her name is, not Jansen, the other Famke is great. Great action heroine. Cool movie.
All right, we're going Gladiator against 300.
Gladiator is such a superior movie that I have trouble not moving it along.
Same.
But 300 is definitely more of an action movie. But if it was a little closer in terms of quality of both films, I would kind of give the nod to the more action movie. But Gladiator is so vastly superior to me, I'm moving it on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't necessarily think of Gladiator as an action movie, but it is very actiony. And 300 had. I think this is perfectly as far as 300 should go.
Yeah.
If maybe even a little bit less. It's just not that good of a movie. So Gladiator for me.
Gotcha. I could go either way on that one too. Depends on my mood. If I want a more intellectual movie, I'll watch Gladiator. But if I'm just like, I'm going to be on my phone half the time, I'll watch 300.
Again, as much as we dump on Snyder, I'm not a 300 hater at all. It's fine. It totally serves its purpose to me. I think it's it's also like, it feels like it's like 71 minutes long too, which is great.
Yeah.
Just,
definitely visually. I realize it's based on a graphic novel, but it's definitely visually original.
Yeah, it's cool. And Gerard Butler is awesome in it, and that's something you don't get to say a lot. So yeah, I'm not a 300 hater, but Gladiator.
And would we have Meet the Spartans if not for
fair? Yeah, I mean the fact that it gave us both Meet the Spartans and the Piss Jar Cinematic Universe alone is quite a legacy.
It is. It's the only legacy they need. Okay. Next, we're going to go down to the 90s. Independence Day against Terminator 2.
T2, man, for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tough beat for ID4, but
yeah,
T2.
ID4 is great, but Terminator 2 is.
Yeah, that's a buzzsaw. That T2 is just buzz. They're beating all these scenes by 25 every.
Point Break against Mission Impossible.
See, that sucks. Like ID4 would beat both of these to me,
I
probably.
don't care about either of these movies all that much, to be honest. I go Mission Impossible just because of my loyalty to the franchise.
Yeah.
And again, my stance on Swayze. But
what about you,
it's
Ken?
fine. Either way would be fun.
This one's tough too. I watched Point Break very recently too, and it's really fun.
It's super fun.
I don't think I've seen the first Mission Impossible in 10 years because every time I go back and watch those, I'm always watching like the sequels.
Yeah.
In various order. Man, I'd go Point Break just because of recency bias, but I'm very down the middle on these. So
I'm gonna break the tie here and go Mission just because Fallout got dicked. So I'm gonna run it. It's more of a karmic to make up for Fallout getting totally screwed by seeding.
Okay. Next, we've got Top Gun against Terminator 1.
Yeah. Well, T2's buzzing through. I don't know how I feel about having two Terminators, but they're definitely two great action movies. So I don't know. What about you guys?
I'm Top Gun on this one. I don't love.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't love Terminator nearly as much as T2. I don't think it's.
So I'm down with that.
Terminator is very good, but it's, I don't know. Top Gun is just so much fun. Terminator is not very fun. It's more like a horror movie in a way, you know. Okay, Top Gun moves on. Now we have Die Hard against Raiders.
Die Hard.
Same.
Raiders
is the better movie. I'm Spielberg all day, but Die Hard is the action movie. Die Hard like started action movies.
I know, I agree, but it's a closer thing on better movie than I think people would realize. I mean, not saying Raiders is not a masterpiece and great movie, but so is Die Hard. Those are two of the better movies like ever.
Agreed.
All right, we got our Elite Eight.
Got our Elite Eight here, and the Elite Eight movies are Die Hard, Top Gun, Gladiator, Born Identity, Fast Five, Inception, Mission Impossible, and Terminator 2.
It's a pretty
Okay.
decent Elite Eight.
That's pretty good. So,
Now with Vipers.
Vipers, you vote on these. On this, we'll start with Gladiator against the Born Identity, and we will wait for your votes.
I'll fill some time here. I would
Mhm.
vote for Born Identity here. I think it's a really good representation of a certain kind of action movie, more so than what Gladiator is, and deserves a place to represent that kind of spy movie in the top 4. Doesn't mean I have to be right, but that would be my vote. What about you, Brian?
I had this as Italian Job against Gladiator on my bracket, and I had Italian Job winning. But I would take, I think I would take Born Identity over Gladiator as an action movie. I think that's fair. You've made a compelling argument for the Bourne franchise for sure.
Yeah, I'd probably vote Born here, but I'm willing to admit if I'm wrong. Okay, wow. A lot of Gladiator votes coming in.
That's
Ben says
fine.
Gladiator, Juice says Gladiator, Pablo says Born,
Then
but
it's
I love
Gladiator.
Gladiator. Casey says Gladiator, and Maria says Gladiator.
Gladiator's through.
That's
Gladiators too. That's totally fair.
Right.
Democracy.
I understand. I'm not a big Gladiator person, but if somebody was like, my favorite movie ever is Gladiator, I'm like,
For
okay,
sure.
cool,
Yeah.
fine,
Yeah.
Totally.
I can accept that. All right, Fast Five against Inception.
Man,
Don't let us down.
Don't you get this wrong, guys. Don't vote on what's a better movie. Obviously, not even obviously. Inception is a better movie, narrowly. But what is a better
It's all
action
about
movie?
the action.
How many safes do they drag in Inception through
Mm.
Rio?
Is there even one Dodge Charger in Inception? No.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Which one does he flex out of the cast in, or is that Fast 6?
that's 6.
Oh,
Yeah,
never mind then.
that's 6.
But what sets up a world where The Rock could flex out of a cast? Inception or Fast 5?
Totally. Yeah. And I mean, it gets overshadowed rightfully by the vault scene, but the first real big action set piece when they drive off the bridge after robbing the train.
man.
Oh my gosh, that should be, if any, is there any action franchise that has that as like the 15th coolest thing that's happened in it? No, absolutely not. That's an incredible sequence. So
All right, so looks like we're getting a lot of Fast Five
Yeah,
votes.
Yeah,
so
you are. Of course,
We
Yeah,
have
you
I'm
not
are.
nervous
led
for a
them
second.
straight.
as much as I love Inception, but Fast
Yeah.
5.
Right. Okay, moved on down to the 90s.
13 seed. 13 seed. Gosh,
13
Barstool
seed.
should be shut down for this.
Stupid.
That casino that bought them should get
Among other
investigated
things.
like Ozark.
All right,
And also
T2
because of all the STDs.
against
Yeah.
MI.
I'd
Now,
go T2 here.
it's got to be T2, I would
Yeah.
think, but I'm willing to let them
I think
vote.
MI is probably the weakest member of this
Yeah.
Elite
It's-
Eight,
it's
and
a
T2 is
default
among the
selection.
strongest. So I'm
Yeah.
going T2 there.
Yeah, this is an easy one. I think get it right, VIPs. This is a pretty easy one.
Okay. Well, I guess the Mission Impossible, what is it, 6 now, is delayed.
Mission Impossible
Is it
7?
6?
Isn't it?
Might be 7.
Fallout was 6, right?
I don't know.
Ghost Protocol was 4.
Then there's one
Rogue
that's an
And
I.
there was Rogue
Fallout
Nation.
was
Rogue
Okay.
Nation, yeah.
6.
Yeah, this one's 7.
That one is supposed to be. It was filming right now, actually, and it was.
Mhm.
Gosh.
1, 2,
It was,
3, 4.
canceled.
Yeah, we got 4 T2s,
A lot of T2s.
5 T2s. Yeah. Okay. Good job.
All right. T2 moves on to the finals. And then we've got Die Hard against Top Gun for the last vote of this round.
Love Top Gun, but Die Hard is
Yeah, it's Die Hard. This comes down to I told you, Duke UNC is Die Hard against T2, I think. I mean, that's definitely this is the Western Conference over here. Gladiator and Fast 5, as much as I love Fast 5, this is a a Cavs Pistons Eastern Conference final while the Spurs and Lakers play over here.
for sure.
This is big boy stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 80s really did do the action movie thing quite well. Much better than the upper 2000 region. That was tough. That was a tough one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Die Hard for sure. But Die Hard sequels have all I mean, it's gotten exponentially worse with every one too.
Oh, for sure.
They never make another Die Hard. I would not be upset about
Yeah.
that.
No, absolutely.
But it's a rare thing where like it doesn't affect the first one as much.
Yeah.
You know, like
No,
I
I
said
totally agree.
earlier with
Yeah.
Pirates and Taken and those movies.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like worse feelings. I'll never feel worse about Die Hard because they make 10 Die Hard movies. Like there should be 10 Die Hard movies.
Yeah. Just wish they would turned out a little better. But yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I'm not out on if they were to make a good one. Like I think they could. If a director and writer came in that like could make it like, you know, because Mission Impossible sequels were kind of falling off until what's his name? Chris McQuarrie came in and was like, hey, these could be good.
For sure. Yeah.
And now they're awesome. So
yeah.
Okay.
I think we're getting Die Hard here. Yeah.
Looks like Die Hard, yeah. Is the one. Okay. So now the finals, guys. We get to vote on the champion or on the who's going to be in the finals. This is the final four.
Who'd y'all have your final four before this started? What'd you have?
I couldn't fill this bracket out. It was way too. It was too angry at some of the seating. But this is pretty similar to mine. I probably would have Gladiator not in it, just on like principle.
Mm-hmm.
I might have had Gladiator earlier to Pirates or something. Just because it's to me just above what an action movie is.
Sure.
But I definitely would have had it going out to Bourne for sure. So my final four would probably be this, but Bourne instead of Gladiator, honestly.
Mm-hmm. This was my final four minus Italian Job in place of Gladiator. That's what I had.
So we're somewhere there.
Right. You know, there was a lot of foolishness to get here, but it was they got it right. So all right, final four. Let's kick it.
Okay. Let's go with Die Hard against T2.
Hold on, Ken. Hold on. I think we build to that. I think you go Gladiator,
Fast Five first.
Fast Five.
It's gonna be Fast Five.
Not difficult.
Fast Five, dude.
Fast Five's awesome. Yeah. Gladiator, great run, but not. You know, I'm not sure that it would have beaten.
Yeah, this was the Oscars. That's cool.
Left side of the bracket.
Gladiator, you get to have your moment. You got to have your Oscars. That was fine.
Sure, for sure.
This is different. This is serious.
Okay. My final four would have looked similar. I would have had Bourne over Gladiator too.
Yeah.
And I probably would have had The Raid in there. I don't know. I might have tried to move Mad Max through over Fast Five as an upset.
Yeah, you didn't. You were in a tough spot here as the Mad Max stand on. Movies. You were in a tough spot because and Mad Max fans were in a tough spot because there's no world in which Fast Five is a 13 seed. That's the stupidest thing on a very stupid bracket. Yeah,
for sure.
It's like being number 3 and being able to get Luka Doncic and trading back. It's that stupid.
But Cam Reddish, bro, they got
that's true.
They got Mad Max Fury Road and they got The Raid 2. So that's a pretty good deal for
that is true. You got to look at it that way.
All right, we've got in the Western Conference.
Oh, man, this is a
Duke UNC.
Yeah,
this is a coin flip every year.
This is a 3 overtime type game. A lot of foul outs. It's tough. It's tough. I'll start. I'll break the seal. T2. I think of these two as the better movie. But when somebody says just the phrase action movie, the first movie that pops in my mind is Die Hard. I don't know if it invented this genre, but I definitely think Die Hard is like the predecessor of pretty much every action movie.
It is.
That we've got.
Patient Zero.
Yeah.
No pun intended during our weird times right now.
So that's the win for me. This is a slobber knocker. It's a tough one. It's a very difficult matchup between the two of them. But I would vote. I'm voting Die Hard here.
Yeah, this should be the final. I don't know how you don't put these guys on opposite sides of the bracket. This is like when Michigan State and Duke played last year. Remember that? And like the Elite Eight. And you're like, well, this is probably the national title.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're on the side of the bracket. Are the VIPs voting on this one too?
No, it's just us.
No, we're getting a lot of.
It's kind of back and forth.
Actually, we were getting back and forth. Yeah.
I think I would go.
It's in favor of Die Hard at the moment.
I think I would go Die Hard. Yeah.
Oh.
You had T2 here.
It's tough. Yeah, I had T2.
I think T2 is great. I mean, but like I said, I just think Die Hard is the action movie. It's very difficult for me at least to vote against it.
Die Hard, move
Okay.
on.
Die Hard, it is. Die Hard against Fast Five is the finals.
It's
Wow.
tough.
I'd like to say this is hard, but it wasn't hard at all. Fast Five, baby. No, I'm kidding. This is brutal again. This is a real. It's what the heart wants and what the brain wants. Man, but gosh, what a doubleheader this would be.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
imagine being able to watch these back to back in a nice theater.
Yeah,
Yep.
that'd be. Well, I mean, we'll never see a theater again, but yeah, in theory,
Yeah.
that'd be cool. Maybe a VR experience or something.
That'd be cool. That sounds great. That part sounds awesome to me. I'm in.
Yes.
Have you ever done the movie theater in VR while we waste
No.
time here?
Uh-uh.
Dude, I did it like a long time ago. It was a VR thing where you're in the movie theater watching a movie.
Mhm.
I think I actually watched Inception on it
Mhm.
on a friend's like early Oculus or something. This was probably 7 years ago, 6, 7 years ago. And it
Mhm.
was exactly the same. I loved it. It was like, wow, this will actually kill movie theaters because I actually feel like I'm here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you could pipe in some like laughter or some or whatever, like
Mhm.
I would never go back.
Yeah.
It
It's like
really
There's-
crunching popcorn.
Yeah.
I think there's a Plex version of Plex for Oculus or something that you can do that.
Ooh, might have to look into that. I've been actually kind of circling getting a VR device for
That's cool.
obviously for erotic.
So are we
purposes.
voting
Yeah.
here? Are we waiting for VIPs? What's
Yeah, we are voting.
okay.
We can let's
I'm all about
let's
the
see what
brand.
the VIPs say,
Yeah.
but
I got to stay true to me. I'm going to go Fast Five, but I'm probably going down with the ship, and I'm fine with it.
Mm.
Totally fine with Die Hard winning, but I got to be me, and I gotta
Sure.
go out. I'm wearing a Bardigan right now, and I'm going Fast Five.
Okay. I'll tie it up, Kent, and let you have the deciding vote. I love Fast Five. Everyone knows this. But Die Hard just remains. I think it's the action movie. It's the first thing that comes to mind. So I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna tie it up. Die Hard 1-1. Die Hard versus Fast Five. What you got, Kent? You get to choose.
yeah, man, this is tough. But my gut says Die Hard.
Yeah.
Especially since it beat T2. It had a tougher road to here,
It
you
did.
know.
That is
Fast
no,
Five
no
kind
argument there.
of swept everybody, you know. They had no competition until the final round, essentially.
Mhm. Mhm.
And Die Hard, if it's gonna beat T2 and it's gonna beat let's see, it's a path here. It's gonna beat Aliens, it's gonna beat Raiders, Top
Yeah.
Gun.
It's a tough
T2,
path
you
to
know?
get here.
Yeah, it's you're beating all timers there.
Mhm.
So I would say the original Die Hard would be I feel good about that.
Yeah, I
I
do
feel
too.
good as if we're
I do
like, oh yeah, well, we did the brackets and we voted on the best action movie of the past 30 years and we came out with Die Hard. I'm okay with that, you know.
Mhm. Mhm.
I
Yeah,
feel like
I
not
think
many
that's the right
people
decision, for sure.
would argue with that that choice that we made. So
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm good with
Yep.
it.
Yep. can't
Die
go
Hard
wrong
it
with
is.
Congratulations, guys.
All
I
right.
feel good though because I went out voting for Fast Five.
Yeah, you stood by your principles, and I'm proud of you, dude. I'm
Thanks,
proud.
man.
Yeah, it was tough.
That was fun.
Yeah,
Right
Good
at
little
90
bracket.
minutes.
Good little
maybe
bracket. action.
Barstool's listeners should not be allowed to be in charge of brackets ever again, or anything really.
Yeah.
That's my biggest takeaway.
Well, it is hard to do brackets when you're also date raping, to be fair.
Oh my God. Which one of us was going to go there? It was Richard Barden.
The best part about that joke was Kent's reaction. That was like, oh no.
I'd say I
Sorry, guys.
disagree, but
It's just multitasking stuff.
all right, there we go. 40 stories of sheer adventure is the
Man.
champion.
Woo.
I might fire it up tonight.
Great movie.
It is Also, great movie.
All right. And the reason I couldn't find it, Wiser, is because when I save it, I automatically assume it goes to downloads, but for some reason with the desktop, it's not because my desktop is crazy. It's not that crazy.
It's not that bad.
It's like 2
I
rows.
saw there were some comments about that. Dude, you're doing multimedia stuff all day.
Yeah, this is nothing. Trust me. Like I have coworkers that it's literally,
me too.
it's all the way across. And then there's like there's like 5 things stacked on top of one
Yeah.
thing. Like it just keeps stacking on it, So yeah, I feel pretty good about my desktop. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well,
I got
there's
your back
one
on that.
There's one last look at the bracket. We'll post this on the Discord, on the Patreon. Thank everybody for their votes.
Yeah. Great job, guys. Thanks for joining us.
This is fun. Hopefully everyone had a little break from their Sunday night and can check out some Westworld tonight, maybe something like that. And we'll be back with regularly scheduled programming this week. We've got
some good eps this week. Yeah.
Got Jack and Jill talk.
Jesus.
And
Nice.
that'll be
You
good.
watched it. I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. Brian,
I watched it today. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I'm
I had to
excited.
watch it
I'd
in
never seen
20-minute
it.
increments because I was like, I'm gonna.
Does it-
I'm nervous
does
about
it-
what I'm gonna do myself, but
How does it ruin 100% fresh for you?
it hurts, man. I'll be honest. I don't want to ruin the episode, but
No, just a little teaser. That's all I'm doing.
yeah, my immediate thought was actually I'm glad that Adam Sandler didn't get nominated for an Oscar. So I mean, it's so bad.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before ever, like the movie, and it was rough. It was a rough go. So tune in for that later this week.
Can't wait.
Yeah, that one was extremely tough to watch, but it's going to be fun to talk about it.
Heck
Not
yeah,
fun.
we'll be-
Not it's funny. It's funny how much a non-fun watch can be fun to talk about. Can
Amen,
turn
brother.
out into a really fun
Mhm.
episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll do that. We'll do High Fidelity, and then
Woo.
I think we're gonna get Batman and Robin next week. Go ahead and knock that one out, so we make sure to get to that one during the quarantine.
Is that
Thoughts and prayers.
that'll have
VIPs. Thoughts and
that'll
prayers.
have Batman Shane on it, right?
That will.
We should.
Batman Shane will be there to defend it, I'm sure. Some capacity.
I'm excited to rewatch that because I loved that movie when I was like 10 when it came out. So
Yeah.
and I haven't seen it since I was like 12. So pumped.
I'm trying to think of a Mr. Freeze pun.
Well,
Chill out. What?
I
what
guess
is
you
it?
can I guess you can say I put watching Batman and Robin on ice.
What killed the dinosaurs?
The Ice Age.
All right.
We'll be here all night.
Well,
Doing
thank you
that.
so much for being here, and thank you for voting. We'll see y'all back in the Discord, and
Bye guys.
have a good one. Bye.
It's cool seeing you.
Peace.
All right, love you.
Big goofy raves. Do a big goofy wave with me. There we go.
I'm gonna keep waving until you end it, so we can keep waving.
Hey.
Hot. Richard.